Hi, welcome to Marketing Monday. My name is Natalie Armstrong-Motin with Marketing Resolution, and today we're talking about the 5 questions you should ask before promoting your mediation services. It's Monday. I'm excited to get the week started off right. I got my cup of coffee here, just a good old-fashioned latte for today. Never fails, right? Well, while I'm talking, feel free to put something in the chat. Let me know who you are, where you are, what kind of practice you've got. If you've got any questions or you've got an idea for the next installment of Marketing Monday, let me know. I love engaging. So let's talk about these 5 questions to ask. When it comes to marketing mediation services, I think strategic planning is really essential. Strategic planning doesn't mean that when you make a plan that you're absolutely held to that, but it does give you a really great launch pad for all of the things that you want to do with your resolution practice. So whether you are laying out your overall marketing strategy or you're crafting a plan to grow your presence on social media, take the time to plan before you begin. I think it's crucial. So let's talk about specifically promoting your mediation services. And I've made a list of 5 things that I think are really important. Number 1 is understanding who your mediation services are intended for, or your EDR or your arbitration services, whatever your specialty might be. Really think about who your clients are. Identify your target market. And you may have a practice that has more than one target market. You may have a primary, secondary, and tertiary target market. But who specifically needs your services? Is your target market going to be the attorneys that bring clients in who are in the middle of conflict? Are you dealing with unrepresented clients? Are you dealing with municipalities? The list goes on, but create a really detailed profile of these ideal clients for your practice. Consider where they are, what kind of culture they're in, what kind of language they use, what kind of conflict type they would be primarily bringing to you. Are these business divorces? Are they family and divorce? All of those kinds of things. Any other relevant sort of characteristic that could influence your marketing strategy. I think it's important to have that list. And here's Alex in the comment. Good morning, Alex. Glad always to see you. Hope things are going well in Houston. All right, number 2 on the list that I've made for us today are what are the specific benefits of your services? So you want to clearly articulate the key benefits of your, for example, mediation services. Remember that benefits are different than features. Hi, Dan. Glad to see you on the live chat. So you want to understand the difference between features, that's the process that we offer, versus the benefits. And the benefits that you might be able to offer are generally the things that are most important to our clients. And the benefits are the things that you know about, that our services are generally faster than full-blown litigation, generally much less expensive. They can be confidential. They help us to mitigate stress and anxiety, all of those kinds of things. So those are the benefits of services. So when you're making your plan, absolutely list out the features for your strategic plan, but really concentrate on the benefits of your strategic plan. Because as people are learning about your particular practice, they're asking the same question that we all ask when we're about to engage a service provider, and that is, what's in it for me? Right? Those are the benefits. Number 3 on our list is what differentiates your services from other services. So again, pen to paper or fingertips to keyboard, whatever your process is, determine what sets your service apart from the others. Is there something really unique about your approach? It could be your extensive experience. It could be a particular specialization. It could be your success rate. It could be any number of things, but what makes you better? What makes you different? Why should clients choose you over a competitor? And I think it's essential to communicate what makes your services superior in whatever way you want to define that term. If your target audience values expertise over cost, for example, then emphasize your qualifications and your track record instead of focusing on price. Number 4 on my short list of Marketing Monday today is, what are the best channels to reach that target audience? So identify the most effective channels to reach your audience. Meet them where they are. Where does your target market spend their time? Would they respond better to online content or professional networks, community workshops? You might even consider a mix of channels. So maybe combine LinkedIn with networking face-to-face, writing and publishing articles, giving trainings or public presentations for your local community outreach. But stack up these channels so that you ensure that your message is reaching the right people where they are. And don't hesitate to explore creative and maybe even unconventional channels that might capture your audience's attention. An example would be a client that I had years ago before the internet was so powerful. And we printed 5,000 business cards for her family and divorce mediation service. And then she walked the entire island of Manhattan, going into every bookstore and inserting one of her business cards into all of those self-help books, because the idea was that those people had already self-identified that they had a relationship issue that they were trying to resolve. And by putting her business card as the bookmark in those books, led her to the people who were in the place that needed her services at the time. So you don't always have to go the conventional route. You can go the guerrilla marketing route. So you don't have to always just sort of follow the standard. You can think outside the box the same way you do in your mediation rooms when it comes to your marketing. Number 5, the last one on my list today, is how you can motivate your audience, your prospective clients, to seek your services now. You can encourage kind of immediate action, right? So it's not enough just to generate interest, but you also need to motivate those potential clients to contact you, to get more information, to start the conversation, to engage with you. Typically in marketing parlance, it's a call to action. There are lots of different ways that you can encourage people to engage with you. You can just ask for the engagement the same way I do on these videos. But it could be that you offer them a free initial consultation, right? You can emphasize the benefits of early intervention with EDR or mediation services. These are folks that generally have some sense of urgency. It might be the docket that dictates that sense of urgency. Whatever those pressure points are for them, respond to those and let them know that you're available. Remind your folks, your potential clients, that unresolved conflicts can escalate, right? They need intervention, but left to their own devices, they can create higher costs, more mental and emotional distress for the parties involved, all of these things. So figure out what those issues are, counter that with the benefits that you listed out earlier, and you'll get a lot more engagement. You'll get a lot more response to your call to action, so to speak. So by taking the time to address these 5 pretty simple, pretty straightforward questions that we just went through before you launch your campaign, or before you set yourself up for the next season or year-long strategy of how you're going to promote your services, I think you're really going to set yourself up for some lovely success. Without this kind of preparation, you're sort of swimming around lost at sea. It's always better to have a plan. You can change the plan, but it's always better to start with a strategy, start with a plan. Even if you find yourself sort of flailing about, the question that you don't want to be asking yourself is what went wrong, way after it's too late. So spend a little bit of time, a little quality time with yourself, grab your cup of coffee, go through these 5 points and see if you can't solidify your marketing and practice development growth for the upcoming, like I said, season or year. And of course, if you have any questions, any challenges, any problems, feel free to reach out to me anytime. I've got your back. Happy to answer your questions. You can find me here on LinkedIn, send me a DM, find me on YouTube, send me an email. Let me know how I can best help you with your practice development goals and endeavors. That's it. Short, sweet Marketing Monday for today. I hope your week is off to a great start. Enjoy your cup of coffee as much as I'm enjoying mine. Take care. Be good.